Alright, so we're going to finish up this set of notes for 14.3. Again, some functions are continuous over the entire domain. Again, examples are like linear functions, quadratic, polynomial, sine and cosine, exponential, and logarithmic. And some functions can be continuous over certain intervals, alright, even though the entire function is not continuous. So, for example, tangent, secant, rational, and certain piecewise functions, as we've seen already. So here are examples of some of those functions. Here we have f of x equal to sine x over 2, which again we can rewrite as 1/2 times sine x. So if we recall how to graph a sine function, alright, so we have our amplitude of 1/2, and then the rest of it domain-wise is pretty standard. So again, clearly, right, you see here from the graph that this particular function is continuous over the entire domain. Alright, sticking with the trigonometry, so this function is defined as 3 times tangent x. And again, remind ourselves that the 3 is kind of like our pseudo amplitude for our tangent function. Alright, so again, here is the graph of that particular function. And as we can see, alright, again, depending on what the intervals are, this particular function is continuous, right? So it says continuous everywhere except at x, right, where there's an odd integer multiple of pi over 2. So again, we know that for the tangent functions, right, there are some vertical asymptotes, right, but otherwise this function is continuous. On example number 6, we have this rational function. Again, reminding ourselves how to graph a rational, right? This one has a vertical asymptote at x equals 4, because at a value of 4, this denominator is undefined. Horizontal asymptote, again, looking at the ratio of the degrees of the numerator and denominator, right? Since they match, right, our horizontal asymptote is a ratio of the coefficients, 1 over 1, so y equals 1. So here's our horizontal asymptote at y equals 1. Here's our vertical asymptote for x equals 4. Okay, so again, we're calling ourselves how to graph. So we see, right, then this function is definitely continuous, except for when we have an x value of 4. Finally, another rational. And it's going to take some recalling how to graph rationals. So we are going to go ahead and factor our numerator and denominator. And we see that common factors exist. So therefore there's a hole in this graph, in this function. The hole exists at the x value of 5, because that value of 5 makes this factor equal to 0. Plug that value of 5 in for the remainder of the function. 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 plus 3 is 8. Alright, so here the hole is located at 5, 7/8. And again, we also have a vertical asymptote at x equals 3, because that's what's going to make this function undefined. And a horizontal asymptote, again, at y equals 1, because since the degrees match, we're looking at the ratio of the coefficients. Okay, so here's our horizontal asymptote at y equals 1. Our vertical asymptote at x equals -3. Alright, and then we find some points, locate some points to draw this graph. So then there's that hole at 5, 7/8. Alright, so again, we see that this function is continuous throughout the entire domain for all values of x, except when x equals 5, because there's a hole, and then x equals -3, because there's a vertical asymptote. Okay? Alright, so again, go ahead and make sure you do the homework, submit it in on time. If you have any questions, let me know. Alright, you guys have a great day.